The other hot topic often discussed is the wage gap. Why is it that women only earn 78 cents or 77 cents for every dollar that a man earns? And this is something that has been debunked already by feminists themselves. You have feminists like Christina Summers. You have women writers who have written on this, Karen Lips, Hannah Rosen. They say that, look, if you take the aggregate of men's wages and women's wages and compare them, then yes, you'll see that gap, you'll see that discrepancy, but you also have to factor in the hours that are worked. Men are working more hours on average, so that is one of the explanations for why we would see a wage gap. There are all kinds of other factors that explain why there is a wage gap. This myth that you have women and men in the same exact roles, in the same exact time commitment, women earning less than men, is completely false. And if you don't believe me, then please refer to Christina Summers, Karen Lips, and Hannah Rosen for more information on this. And the other larger point that I think is very interesting, if we want to talk about a wage gap, the Muslim anti-feminist intellectual Zara Faris makes a brilliant point. She says that, okay, let's talk about the wage gap, but let's also talk about the education gap, because women are graduating from higher education at a greater rate than men are. Let's talk about the violent crime gap, because men are being killed more in violent crime at a far greater rate than women are. Let's talk about the dangerous job gap. Why is it men primarily who are in dangerous jobs? Why can't we talk about the death in the workplace gap? Okay, a big gap between how many men in the Western world die in the workplace as opposed to women. Let's talk about the life expectancy gap. Why is it that women on average live 3 to 5 years more than men? Okay, is that not also something that is due to social causes that we should address in order to bring about a more equitable society for both genders?